Hello, my regular people and strangers from the internet. Welcome to the Ellavate Practice Lab. So, today I'm Ella. In the Ellavate Practice Lab, I wanted to work on teaching you and helping you learn how to jump from down dog or a handstand through. So, through sitting like an L sit. I want to show you the most advanced version first, and I don't want you to freak out because today I'm going to help you merge the gap. The way you want to merge the gap is to begin to learn how to do L sit. So before we do that, let me just show you the most advanced version, like I said, because I want to show you whether you're working on the most advanced version or the LSIT that we're going to do today, the work is exactly the same, you guys. So you're going to need 2 blocks for today's class and a pair of socks. Now, going from down dog to a jump through or a handstand, which is your ultimate goal through, well, you're not quite jumping, then you're slowing it down, is you see that a lot in yoga, especially if you practice Ashtanga. So let me show you what it will look like from a handstand. Once you take your handstand and you begin to lower, you'd want to stop about right here. So some of my students are beginning to work on this now, like Barbara, Kathy. Then you want to push the floor away. And now you want to see your toes right here. This is your make it or break it point, you guys. And then here's your L sit, okay? So you can see how in order to begin to master that, you'd first need to unlock the L sit. When you're doing it from a down dog, it's similar. It's just that you're not taking the handstand, but the same work lies, my English. You're leaning with the shoulders, and then you have to take the legs through, okay? So it's this that you're looking to unlock first in order to do something like this, okay? So notice the word of the day that I kept saying, retraction. You have to retract. From a handstand, I first lowered the legs to here. I pushed and I retracted. Then I had to see my toes. Now, when you're doing it from down dog, same thing, you guys. You saw me walk it and then take the shoulders forward and see the toes, okay? So this is where I want to begin our work together today to help you, because I was an Olympic trained gymnast in Romania. Progressive drills, that's what I know. You saw the ultimate goal, handstand to L sit. So how do you work it backwards? All right, let's begin. So let's begin by looking at retraction. What does that mean? Take 1 block forward like this, and then just take the right foot in front of it. Squeeze your butt, you guys. Engage it. Just engage it. And then from here, I'll do it from this side and come closer. You just want to feel like the leg shortened into the core. Try to find the right distance. So shorten to the core like this, keeping the butt engaged and taking it forward. That's what you're looking for today, okay? Now take your hands and push. Do you notice when you push the upper and lower body, they want to come closer to one another, okay? And that's what, do this a few times, gives you the ability to do the jump through. This, okay? So let's look at the other side. Take the left foot forward. The biggest part of the body and the heaviest are the glutes, you guys. So squeeze your butt. Then think the retraction for the leg to go through literally grows shorter into the core, okay? So take that action and then take the foot forward. So this is what the lower part of the body is doing. Now notice the foot is engaged, the quad is hard because the kneecap is lifted, the butt is engaged. Now for the upper body, flex the hands, take an inhale. Exhale, you push the floor away and you create what I call a panini sandwich. Take it back to regular, inhale, exhale, push. Do this a few more times, inhale, exhale, push. So get the felt sense into your body. Inhale, exhale, push, and release. So in gymnastics, you'd always go from the drill to the skill. The drill is there to help you understand the felt sense. What does that feel? What am I asking of my lower body to do a jump through or to slide through an L sit? Glutes engaged, leg retracts, upper body pushes, okay? Now that you know that, let's help you build it with confidence and understanding. So we're not just gonna try to jump or slide through an L sit. Watch. You're gonna take this retraction drill and involve the whole body. So with hands on blocks, starting plank, down dog. I like to walk my legs in one time, feet together. So I'm gonna engage the butt. See this action right here? Okay, and then I'm pushing the floor away. I'm not leading with the gaze, you guys. Please don't do this. This is half of why nothing works, okay? So keep your ears in line with the shoulders, keep the butt engaged. Go to your tippy toes, retract the right leg, take it in front of the left.
retract, take it in front, retract, take it in front. Now keep going. Obviously, when you get more forward, you're gonna have to lift the gaze a bit and see, without bending the legs, could you see your tippy toes? Okay, and then take it back. Now, for you to do that, does it mean taking the blocks the medium way? Does it scare you if they move? You have another set of blocks to go on top. A huge reason of that is going to be your hamstring ability. So don't bend the legs for now, but take it as far as you can. Give yourself more space here, okay? Let's try it. All right, so together, hands on blocks. Take your plank, then down dog. Do you like to walk in one time or no, I'm good? If you tend to lead with the gaze, I need you to lead with the upper back, so drop the gaze, shoulders in line with the ears. Take an inhale. Exhale, go to your tippy toes. Retract the right leg, place it in front of the left. Retract the left leg, place it in front of the right. The more the legs get closer to the hands, the more you want to push the floor away. Begin to look forward. Could you see your toes, you guys? Could you see your toes? How's your breathing? Are the hands still flat? And take it back. Okay, let's do it 2 more times. Plank, please. Practice with awareness, down dog. Feet together. Should you walk in one time, squeeze your butt. Push the floor away, shoulders in line with the ears. Use the breath. Inhale, tippy toes, please. Exhale, retract right leg in front of the left. Left in front of the right. Keep it going. Push the floor away. Start to look towards the base of the thumbs. Could you take the feet till you see your toes? Hold it for a second. And take it back. Okay, guys, one more time. So this time I do want to hold the toes in front. If your body's shaking, awesome. It means you're alive. Welcome it. Let's go. Plank pose, please. Feet together. Then down dog. Should you walk in one time, I'm going to stay this time. I feel more open. Squeeze the butt. Push the floor away. Shoulders in line with the ears. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, retract the right leg. Place it in front of the left. Retract left. Place it in front of the right. Keep going. Keep it going. Notice as you go forward, move the shoulders forward. Then, could you see your toes? Now let's hold for 5. Stay on tippy toes, please. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, guys, so in between as I talk with my students, I'll say, do what you need to. So do you need a shoulder stretch? Do you need a hamstring stretch? What is it that you need? So working this backwards and breaking this down, like I said, the first thing that you want to do, heaviest part of the body. How the hell are you going to get the legs through if you don't engage? Okay, so when you engage, this pulls in. Is that happening? Then you want to retract, you guys. The leg shortens, you take it forward. That's how we walk, okay? But then I can just see someone be like, okay, well, how do I go from being there to actual an L sit? So let's look at this part right now before we put it all together. The reason also why I'm so huge on this retraction and I want to keep your legs straight for a bit, I'll show you a modification soon, is because people tend to do this too quickly. They're like, oh, I have tight hamstrings. I'm just going to bend my knees. But then you guys, you lose the retraction, right? Then you wonder, why can't I handstand? Why can't I press? That's important. So before we talk more about that, let's pick it up where we left off. We saw the toes, but then how do you make it through? From here, put the heels down and move your blocks back, okay? Now start to sit into an imaginary chair, and here you are. So first stage, you guys, this is also hip flexors. Could you keep the feet down? Second stage, could you lift 1, 1, 2, land? Third stage, could you lift it from here? So we're just gonna take it this time from right here, a 4-fold. Tippy toes, walk it, see the toes, heels down, blocks back, sit back. I showed you the stages, either heels down, then lift the leg individually, or as you sit back, lift your legs up. Do you want to explore flexing? Do you want to explore pointing? Okay, so everyone can do this, you guys, and then try lifting a leg, all right? Let's go. So in a regular class, we would have done that first drill like 3 times, 3 to 5 sets. If you're adding this into a regular practice, do the first drill 3 to 5 sets because I'm teaching you in real life. Let's get to the next part. So let's look at this 3 times. 4-fold, hands on blocks. You guys, just right here, how is your forward fold? Your ability to fold is gonna determine your ability to compress and jump through. So should you do a few bounces here in the fold if you struggle? Find your breath. I like to start with bend elbows back like I am now. I do the same thing in the press. Take an inhale. Exhale, push the floor away, straighten your arms, lift your heels up. Look forward a bit, not a ton, and start to take the feet through, retracting. See your toes, I hope, then heels down. Move the blocks back like you're sitting into an imaginary chair. Test one out. Should you leave the heels on the floor or lift both up? And then flex your point. 3, hold for a second. 2, hold. 1, and release. So you guys, this would be a good candidate if you're trying to hold and the legs straight are not working. You can just bend your knees, all right? Let's look at that part 2 more times. So the body starts to, if it's new, usually will freak out and go into fight or flight. But if you breathe and practice, then the nervous system will start to calm down. So having done one, let's go again. Do you need a few bounces in the forward fold if you struggle with compression? It's so much easier when you breathe, so let's find it and focus. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten out your arms, push the floor away, tippy toes. Walk the feet through. Stay for a second. Heels down. Begin to move the blocks back. Should you lift the feet? Should you bend the knees? 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job, you guys. So one more time. Before you go one more time, look at me for a second. See this L sit right here? And this is why I was saying in gymnastics, we go from drill to skill. And the drill is supposed to help you feel. What does this feel like? What am I asking of my body? This one, when we retracted, we took the leg forward and we did this. That's the action of the L sit, you guys, right here, okay? So think of this action. Now, let's do this one more time. So let's take a forward fold. From the fold, how is it? Should you do a few bounces to open up? Let's find the breath because it's easier and it gives us feedback. Now inhale, exhale, straighten out your arms, tippy toes. Start to take the feet through, stay on tippy toes. When you no longer can, heels down. Move the blocks back. Start to sit and hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Okay, guys. Let's just think about this for a second as intermission because we're going to put it all together. But before we do, a little intermission. So what is it that the lower body is doing? If someone on the elevator today was like, hey, what'd you do this morning? You're like, oh, I found a Eastern European teacher on the internet. She was teaching me an L-sit. What the hell is that? Well, the legs retract. First, you got to squeeze your booties because they're heavy. The leg retracts. I push the floor away, and I end up in a superhero sit. Oh, cool. What does the upper body do? Let's talk about it. So you guys, in your handstands, in your press, in everything, you have to lean. Okay, notice in everything that I'm doing here is this lean, right? I lean, I push, I lean, I push. So the lower body, whether I'm doing this from a handstand and I'm right here and I have to lean, or from down dog, notice you guys, the shoulders are starting back here, okay? The more I walk and retract, the more I lean, right? So I'm here, then I have to be here, okay? So let's just look at the shoulders for a second because your handstands, your press, everything requires this leaning action, but not from the neck, from the upper back, okay? So for a second, intermission, let's go to all fours, please. Now, your starting position, because you're first gonna learn it from a down dog, is back here. So let's do that. Take an inhale, drop the gaze, you guys. Exhale, squeeze your butt. Did your butt come off of your heels? Exhale, lead with upper body, go forward. Okay, grip the floor, take it back, butt to heels. You're in down dog, visualize, inhale. Exhale, squeeze your butt, did the butt come off the heels? Push the floor away as you lean with upper body, keep the gaze low, grip the floor. One more, butt to heels. So this is the action of the shoulders. Inhale, let's make it light. Exhale, squeeze your booties. Grip the floor, push it away, lean with the upper back, not the neck. I need to do a lesson on this, and release. All right, you guys. Now, let's put our socks on. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, especially if you're new to me, don't. The life is gonna live there. You can grab some cookies, whatever you're into, and watch it. And just take it piece by piece.
As we're working it backwards, think, do I understand what she means by retraction? Do I understand what she means by leading with the upper back, not the neck? And record yourself, you guys. The camera never lies. All right, I love this drill so much. So this is how you can begin to build it. And this is where I'm also gonna give you some freedom to bend your knees if you're having a hamstring issue. However, I've been doing this for so long. I know you cheat, and I have students who do cheat. So here's what I don't wanna see, you guys. Don't decide that, oh, my hamstrings. So you could walk if you need to, repeat the same drill, or if you're ready, we're gonna slide it. So leading with upper back, you guys, it's just this drill here, okay? I'm leading with upper back, and now I'm grabbing the legs and taking them forward, okay? If you can't walk and you get stuck, which is so normal here, slide it, okay? Crawl before you walk. Teacher, it really is a hamstring issue. Fine, now bend your knees. Take it through, okay? Lift, then extend. Just don't bend right away, you guys, because you lose the retraction and you're not gonna learn the lesson, okay? Now, for straight legs, what would it look like? Same thing, plank, down dog. I know students, you guys wanna do this all at once, so you tend to be like, don't take your time, all right? What are you doing here? Release the neck, lift the heels, lead with upper back, drag the feet, okay? Should you lift one leg? Could you lift both? All right, you guys, let's go for 3. And this is exactly what you want to unlock before you can get to the next stage. So let's take plank pose. Actually, let's start on all fours. From all fours, because I keep wanting you to lead with upper back, not the neck, let's push the floor away. Squeeze your butt, take plank. Take down dog. Are you sliding or are you walking? Inhale, stay. Exhale, lift your heels. Lean with upper back, drag your feet. See your toes, should you bend the knees or not? Take the legs through, but you lift the heels, even if you means bending the knees, and release. Okay, before we do it again, you guys, you're like, okay, I understand the upper back, I understand the retraction, I'm squeezing my butt, there's no way in hell these legs are lifting. I can't teach you everything, it's a hip flexor issue, but you know right here. So for a second, sit, point or flex your feet. Then take your hands and then reach on fingertips, reach towards your shins. Now, if you need to make this easier, take the fingertips higher by the knees or the thighs. If you need to make this harder, walk the fingers closer to the heels, okay? Push the floor away so you round upper back and then squeeze your butt. Now try lifting your legs up. If your body's like, oh, hell no, ain't no lift going on, you have a hip flexor issue, all right? So you start with these, okay? Because you guys, look at the L sit. Okay, let's do 2 more and then I'll leave you on one hip flexor exercise. Before we do the last 2, I just want you to know if you realize it's a hip flexor issue and this is not happening, please don't get sad. You had a ha-ha moment. We can fix that shit. Don't get sad. Be happy that you are at least aware of what problem you have, what's the weakest link. Okay, let's go again. So with confidence, let's take all fours. What are we here to do with the upper back? Plank. So push the floor away, round. We want to feel light, squeeze your booties, take plank pose. Down dog, please. Shoulders in line with the ears. Are you walking? Are you sliding? Inhale, por favor. Exhale, heels up. Like you're placing your upper back against the wall. Lean it forward. Push the floor away, slide or walk your feet through. See your toes. How are your hip flexors? Could you lift? 1 leg, 2. Should you bend the knees? And release. You guys, I shake, but that's awesome. I welcome it. I'm alive. Let's go one more time, okay? So all fours. Tell your body the Felsen. What is it that you needed to do in the upper back? Push the floor away, round it, drop the gaze. What do you need to do in the lower body? Squeeze your booties. As you take plank and down dog, lift your kneecaps to your quads. Last one, let's hit it. Shoulders in line with the ears, inhale. Exhale, lift your heels up. Lead with the upper back like you want to place it against the wall. Drag your feet like there's magnets, thighs to chest. See your toes if you can, and hold and lift, and release. Okay, guys. So some days I feel like, like I look a superhero, and I do drills like this, and I just will train the drill. Some days, maybe it's hot right now, I've gone hiking, and I'll train the flexibility aspect, you guys. So notice, how did you do with the 4-fold? Okay, this was hard for you. Add this into your life. I would do them more yin style, meaning bending the knees, so you're in the belly, the hamstring, setting up some blocks, hanging out for 1 minute, all right? So with any goal that you want, you have to keep dissecting it. How's your flexibility? How's your strength? I wanna give you one more thing. Let's take our socks off. No, let's keep our socks on. That I was mentioning about the hip flexor and the retraction, okay? So you know the retraction is the leg growing shorter into its core. If you wanna practice it in a handstand, I do this in the regulars. Rather than doing a huge swing, you wanna see your toes the whole time. Just here, see your toes, okay? Just see the toes. So then when you start to do the jump throughs like this, it's not such a huge deal because you train seeing your toes, okay? Then the retraction, another way to work it from here, because I know that once you get the jump through, you're gonna wanna jump back, and that's a whole other lesson. But let's look at what does it feel to shorten the leg into the core and reopening the upper back, because we're pushing a lot, okay? Last drill, I promise. Watch. So in LA, when I taught this, students would have the blocks so far out. And I'm like, raise your hand if you're in the NFL, we'd love to train you. So have your blocks touch your thigh, your hips. Then with hands on blocks, lift. I wanna think hips above my knees, okay? That's the opening of the shoulders, so lift as high as you can. Now see my feet? I don't want them here. Take your feet slightly in front of the knees. So think hips above the knees, chest up. Take the head back for a second if you wish. Now, for the retraction, and this also builds up a body, you're gonna lift your toes, okay? Keeping the butt squeezed, I'm now gonna move the butt back past the blocks, right here. Then keep moving the butt back, you guys, so the leg retracts, the butt lifts, and then maybe try this, okay? That's how you make your way back, this action, okay? So let's do a few, but let's take the upper back opening as well. All right, I'll walk you through it again. So feet down, blocks touching hips, lift, hips above knees, chest up. Look at the feet, take them in front of the knees a bit, take it inhale. Exhale, lift your toes up, drive the heels down. Back up the butt past the blocks, that's a retraction. Manually walk back, walk. Could you lift the legs for a second? Place them down, inhale, lift. Exhale, lift your toes, back up the butt, past the blocks, retract, manually walk back, maybe lift. Could you do one more? Hell yes, let's go. Inhale. I'm so sweaty. Ooh, it's hot. Exhale, back up the butt, back it up. Should you bend the knees or keep them straight? Lift for 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job, you guys. So, I hope this helps. I just love teaching. And I spent 15 years building this amazing community in LA, and then overnight, COVID, boom, killed it. What I love teaching in LA and what I now love also online was the same thing. I was an Olympic trained gymnast. And then I see adults come to yoga and you guys get so banged up. You're not always taught the basics like we're taught in gymnastics. So I was always like, how could I help an adult feel something that feels so impossible, like a handstand that I learned at the age of 4? How can I help them? So to me, every time I help an adult understand something, because I'm like, it's understanding for us adults coming out of the fear, it like heals a little bit of my communist past. So thank you for coming. New topic next week. Before I leave you, it's always interesting for me how you hear something at the end of the class versus at the beginning, and I'll look at your questions in a second. So now that you've done the class, I want to go back to how I started, right? What is the ultimate goal in this? To do it from a handstand. So watch and see if you can begin to now notice the things you learned within this class. I believe knowledge is power. So if you have the knowledge, actually here, I'll press it. You can do it. So look, I'm leaning with upper back. That's making me lift my heels and retract. Same exact work, you guys. I'm giving you a blueprint for your inversions.
not just for one, okay? Now, as I lower, what am I? In a forward fold. I push the floor away and I retract more to give me the space to take this through, okay? Now, I wouldn't have taken that through if I didn't see my toes. So that's the drill you guys were starting off with. What's a retraction? Squeezing the butt, taking this through. If this is new to you, this is where I began. Then I would add this. Okay, that's what you're doing. Then from there, I backed it up one step, which is normal, especially if you practice Ashtanga. I used to back in the day, in the first primary series, you do a lot of jump throughs from down dog. This one. Then you jump it back, right? So how do you begin to do that? The L-sit, and the reason why I spend so much time breaking down the L-sit, because whether you want to handstand or press, that's the thing you need. Everything has this action, you guys. This retraction of the leg and this pushing, okay? So don't think every day you gotta go do the craziest shit. Do a few of these. What does this feel like for you? All right? So yeah, each week I'll break things down. If there's something you wanna learn, email me. I'll be happy to add it. I'm gonna look at your questions. Can you all sit straight back and straight? Yeah, whenever the arms, if you can keep them straight, it just means go on higher blocks and, have the ability to move them back like I did. I'll leave you one more thing. One thing I loved in gymnastics, we used to have races in Romania. So imagine being across the floor and you would have one of the foam pits things marker to give to the next girl. I make students do this on retreats often. You can try it at home. So look, I'm right here. This is my marker. If I have not moved past this plant, I did something. I'm not doing this right. So for you, when you try this drill, and please try it, it'd be fun to do with kids, make sure you're moving your booties, okay? So squeeze your butt. I know in yoga you're told not to. Please do it. So as you squeeze, notice this pulls in, right? Then point or flex your feet, whichever one allows them to come off the floor. And now this is your retraction. So feet are off the floor, and you gotta move back. Extra credit, I just crack my foot and stay forward. You guys, your jump through, your press, your handstand, everything is that. This ability to hold this. That's what that drill is. So I'm cramping in my quads, keep the feet off the floor and retract. If you're not moving back to a target, you ain't retracting. You gotta figure that out. Your feet are off the floor the whole time, you guys. It looks easy, but I'm pretty strong and my quads are cramping. All right, well, it's water the plants day for me. Regulars, so I'll see you on Sunday. New peeps, I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe I'll hear you. Damn it, English. I'll see you here next Thursday, same time, same place. Bye. Good job.